team being the most memorable year ever.
I'll say, oh my god.
But now as we get right into it here, we see Tweek breaking out that Bowser Jr.
Yeah, so Tweek, a very proficient Bowser Jr. player.
Shoutouts to Squirtle right there, as we see, up airs to 59, and it's just like, come on now.
One of the things that bothers me about Bowser Jr., he clearly has a real hammer, like right there. When he grabs you and pummels you, he pulls out the fake one.
I love it, too, just to let you know that pummels ain't shit in this game. Like, just real talk, like, I see it, and I just grew to understand, when you're a character like a low-tier main and you know you have a whack pummel, at least he's real about it. He takes a completely fake hammer out and is like, Fisher Price, Fisher Price, Fisher Price, yeah.
Definitely looking like Mattel, Babby's first
That's
hammer.
What it is,
like,
freaking,
oh
yeah.
my God.
Definitely FP in it all day, so... Ridiculous terminology. And as we see right now, as we're getting silly, Tweek just allowing us to, while he's going on a spree, has Sonic at 109. And, you know, not in rage, but as right there, Tweek ever so well known for the silly up B tactics. And it does a great job of covering space next to the ledge. It's a great way to catch people who are trying to recover in general.
Yeah.
And it kills really, really early.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty hard to punish, to be honest. I mean, Bowser Jr. is way up in the air, but it's almost a reset to neutral. I think it's pretty easily punished by virtue of the fact that the best characters in this game are just so happen to be the fastest. So like Sheik, Sonic, Diddy. So they're able to get over there and punish him. But I mean, in any other game, that would be very good. It's actually pretty hard to punish anyway.
And right there, why you have to be so careful, very Ness-esque, as you see. The air dodge through, and then the quick follow through with up air, and that up air is absolutely ruthless. Tweek with the nasty combos, as we see there. Those low percenters digging deep. Oh, and I thought we were going to see a little bit more of a follow, but he's not done.
Oh my goodness, so
and that's
much
what it is. That's why I love Bowser Jr. when he gets momentum. It's just kart everywhere. This game turns into Mario Kart. Like, he just takes it over and just starts flying all over the place. That's going to hurt.
Wow.
And you can get the follow-up with the hammer. Oh, and he's got rage. That probably would have killed Sonic.
Oh my goodness.
I would put it out there. Tweek putting on a clinic right now.
Absolutely incredible. He does the cart into the up B, so you have to shield the up B, and you can't go follow him. So a lot of people are just going to sit and shield while that cart comes at them, but they're not able to punish it.
And there it is, and solid follow-ups. See, Bowser Jr. vertically has such follow-ups. Such follow-ups. That's why I love seeing Tweek, because he kind of just gets people to recognize, you know? I have a feeling like Bowser Jr., while he might struggle, he's the opposite of Luigi. Like, he may not be full-on capable of being the top end of meta, but Bowser Jr. would be one of those characters that could beat a Luigi, that could do something like that. He'll take the anti-meta characters and confuse the whole cycle. You'll have Diddy Kong and Sheik losing to Luigi, and then Luigi losing to like a Bowser Jr. or something, just to complete that trinity of nonsense.
Absolutely. I could definitely see that happening. So right now we're at the game 2. My guess is that Tweek is probably going to go ahead and ban Final Destination because it's Sonic. And then maybe on the second one...
I would imagine it's going to be flat stages he does not want to fight Sonic on, because that's where Sonic really, really outshines Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. with a couple platforms, all he's looking for.
So do you think it might be Smashville? I guess that'd be the closest thing. I would say Duck Hunt, but honestly, I feel like Duck Hunt would be pretty good for Jr. just because the really small blast zones, that's where we're going.
That's what I figured it might be. Duck Hunt definitely has been a fan favorite from what I've seen on counter picks. We see it quite often, so.
And so strong.
And the follow-ups from Bowser Jr. are real. As you see there, the opening of cart, just hitting with the beginning of the attack, does string into up air. Fair auto cancels and strings very easily. Bowser Jr. with a very underrated moveset, and I really love seeing Tweek expose it, because this character is not as bad as people think he is.
A lot of people, I think, kind of wrote him off pretty early, myself included. So it's great to see somebody coming out here as strong as possible.
And it just made me laugh, because I always end up supporting these backwoods, ridiculous characters that have like 2 mains. It's Pokemon Trainer all over again.
Absolutely,
But as of right now, we see we're getting into the meat of it as we finally see stage control no longer really being fought over, and we're just trying to get the other dude off the stage.
Yeah, I was going to say.
This has been, and that's going to hurt. Back air is definitely getting nasty.
Absolutely. So there goes the Mecha Koopa. He's going to try to, I think he was waiting for the air dodge there. JP, very smart, throws out a hitbox instead. Is able to reset back to neutral. We got 92%. GP, I think, looking for an F smash to be able to take this out.
And see, always got to be careful with the mix-up on shield there. Bowser Jr., as he carts into shield, has an extensive amount of options, and it's really not fair unless you're certain characters.
So there's the back throw. The blast zones are very close, but not close enough. He's not able to close that one out.
Bowser Jr. falling in a heavier weight class too, so definitely helping Tweek out right now.
Is that
to make
true?
Sure. Yes.
Wow.
One of the heavier weight classes. I believe he's classified as just below the real heavyweights that are Bowser and Ganondorf.
Wow,
but
I did not know that.
He sits in the same weight class as Charizard at 27 from what I saw.
Wow, okay,
yes.
That's really interesting.
Oh, and that's got to be upsetting. A single misclick, things like that just end Apex careers. And unfortunately, oh, the rough SDs.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
And as the reaction I expected to see.
GP just says, I'm out.
Yeah, deuces. There's not much else that can be said. There it is. Man walks off, does his best to maintain composure.
Yeah.
Good job not throwing a fit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Very unfortunate for him, but it looks like what we got coming up now, that is Larry Lurr, a.k.a. DEHF, a.k.a. Def, a.k.a. Does Everyone Hate Falco, and his opponent, not sure.
Not sure.
Not sure.
Not
okay.
sure. We'll
figure it out.
Spooky with that ill setup for us every time.
Oh, my goodness. Lovely. Beautiful. So right now, we've got more pool play going on, ladies and gentlemen. We are not yet at the bracket. I think that we're running all the way to top 16 tonight, something like that.
Yes, we're making the run up all the way until the top ends of the bracket, and then tomorrow you will catch all the serious primetime, where's my money, can I get my money now, J.G. Wentworth kind of action.
I'm so excited for that.
I love it. That's my favorite part of the day because people get so serious. That's where you see everything come out.
Absolutely. Yeah. Larry Lurr versus Gadiel. Okay, cool. And a Duck Hunt. I actually even see much of this character.
I love that. That's my other character. They're just setting me up right now for this commentary game with these characters that I love.
Yeah.
This very well could be this could be a difficult matchup. I know that Duck Hunt can do some great things against Fox, but Fox especially knowing Larry, very capable of overwhelming characters, ignoring your requests for space, and just absolutely dropping up smashes.
Yeah, definitely. So right now we've got Duck Hunt against Fox. Larry, actually a Falco main back in Brawl. Played a lot of Falco, but I know he's been tearing up the West Coast with Fox, opting not to stay with that bird.
Yes, unfortunately in this game I know Falco has not been a favorite of any of the previous Falco mains.
Yeah.
So we have seen a lot of transition to Fox, but hey, 20XX, right?
That's true.
Oh, and Larry already showing that he is going to just absolutely overwhelm as we see great micro spacing and unbelievable jobs of controlling small amounts of area. Duck Hunt, though, getting a little bit there.
Yeah, he got a little bit of damage. I actually haven't seen much of Duck Hunt at all today. I remember that when the game first came out, a lot of people were speculating that Duck Hunt was going to be one of the top characters, one of the better characters in this game. Unfortunately, I don't think that's come to fruition, at least not yet. So it's great to see people actually representing the character.
And the thing about Duck Hunt is he's going to be one of those characters that people who put in a lot of effort you'll see with, but he's got a lot of nuances that are very hard. As you see there, what moves to hit the can with to cover certain angling, how to handle the can. I mean, we joke around, we say on Long Island, can is my rock, little simmer real quick. But it's true. I mean, it's really the backbone of the character. And as you grow to really understand the situations more, when to use your projectiles, how to control your space, you can do great things. But without that knowledge, Duck Hunt not being the heaviest character and definitely spending a lot of time micromanaging his own projectiles makes it hard for someone to rise up nowadays with certain characters doing ridiculous jab things like that, Larry.
He just jabbed him. I think he did 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 3 or 4 times. Catches the air dodge with that back air, and Larry just tearing out ahead in this match so far.
And now I think another hard thing to do with, as Larry is taking advantage of, as Duck Hunt, you have to do a really good job of not being obvious. It's really easy to just broadcast your projectiles since all of them have such significant animations or startup times.
Absolutely.
And because of that, against Fox, that minimizes the time you have to do that. That character is good at being in your face.
Now, one of the things that Duck Hunt is good at, we were talking a lot about what he doesn't like. He does not like pressure. He does not like being all up on, but he is good at killing. So if he can get a good smash attack, I think he'll be able to take off this stock, and he won't be too far behind. Problem is getting it on a veteran like Larry.
Yes, most certainly. And as of right now, that's how you do it with setups like that. Key usage of double projectiles to really throw off your game and force them into other options. I've seen wild things. I've done wild things with Duck Hunt Dog, shooting the can, bouncing it off Frisbees, but Larry doesn't care. He's punching people in the face. He's like, shut up, Coontail. Stop talking about that. So we're going to see right now.
Wow, so 3 projectiles on the field at once.
Yes, most certainly, and that's a great way to help space out the battlefield, really cover area without having to be there.
Yep.
And as we see right now, I always talk about it, residual damage. Duck Hunt Dog is so good at it, just catching you. And I think really a little bit of SDI or proper use of the can might get him out of Larry's ridiculous use of jabs. You know, can, very similar to Snake's grenades, a good GTFO option for yourself.
Absolutely, yeah. And a lot of people draw a comparison to Duck Hunt and Snake, probably mostly because of the can, because if you pull out that can when you're being attacked, you can kind of trade and take the percent. But one of the advantages that Duck Hunt does not have that Snake did, Duck Hunt is not heavy.
No,
Snake was super heavy back and broad at it.
Certainly.
Extremely powerful kill moves that were pretty non-committal. Duck Hunt does not have that advantage.
And another similarity, I definitely see the triple set of projectiles. You have the C4, you have the side B, that double grab of the ledge. Cardinal Sin, as I always say, cannot do it.
Yeah.
Cannot do it. Unfortunately, I did not see the Duck Hunt Dog utilize a very key piece of recovery technology that me and MVD were talking about, which is using the can when you're up being. You do have the time to flick the can up, and it's really smart because of the fact that not only does it cover you, but if they opt to hit you, the can will explode, resulting in you going up and getting back on the stage. So I hopefully think that we can see a little bit of that, because as we saw Larry doing an unbelievable job of keeping the pressure on and exploiting Duck Hunt Dog's want for you to be across the stage and not punching him in his snout.
Absolutely, and he did that a lot.
Yes,
he did that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of interesting. You got a fox against a dog, and, I mean, they come from the same ancestors, right? But one of them is talking and wearing clothes, and the other one's just
Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah, right?
You know, like full on. That's exactly what it is. You look at it, we have Banjo-Kazooie, and it's just Duck Hunt.
Yeah. I don't know, man. They have the colors for it. They have the red and the brown, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I always wanted to play it. Now I play Duck Hunt, and I'm like, this doesn't fit my style, and I'm so disappointed. So disappointed.
See, if I wasn't having such a field day and making gifts of Duck Hunt, I definitely agree. But as of right now, you get that Woody Woodpecker duck, and the duck's always on the back of the dog. And if you pause it, you can actually see he has the "Are you talking shit" face, like he's looking at the other character. Like, really?
He definitely does.
Really, right now, I love the duck. The duck is the one that instigates the dog.
Yeah, the duck is absolutely very mean, and it definitely has the whole Banjo-Kazooie thing going on.
Yes,
I
adore it. I definitely think it's their own little Nintendo styling to be like, hey, okay.
Absolutely.
But the dog has been put to rest right now, sadly.
Yeah, and old yelling that joint. Like,
exactly. Like, and out to pasture.
We'll get a new dog. Like, all right, and that new dog is a star, apparently, because we got Rosalina and Luma coming out for the second game.
Now, I got to say, I am not aware of this matchup at all. I've seen a lot of Rosalina and Luma matchups, but I can't say I've seen much of Fox, and I'd imagine it's probably because Luma likes to beat the crap out of Fox.
I could believe that. I could see that. Honestly, I haven't seen much Rosalina in general, which is strange because she's been such a powerful character, and I think a lot of people have showed that off. The Buzz probably being the premier Rosalina.
And I was going to say, I think it's just a confusion of them thinking that it's a bit of an easier character. I don't want to say Diddy's an outright easier character, but we do know that he is a simpler character.
Sure, yeah.
Whereas Rosalina and Luma has had great results, but with a very, very vast array of character knowledge. So exactly, I don't think she's a pick-up-and-play kind of character. And as of right now, she was kicked out and told to get out.
Yeah.
As we see Larry on a warpath.
Yeah, that's one of the things about Rosalina. She's actually one of the lightest characters in the game. I think she's in the second lightest class, something like that. She might be the third lightest character, something.
She's very close. I know that it's sitting at the top as like Jigglypuff and I think Game & Watch or another very, very light character.
And what's interesting is that she's so big. I mean, her hitbox is absolutely
like
huge.
6'7". She's giving The Rock a run for his money. Look him right in the face.
Definitely an Amazon princess, looking like Xena out here.
Most certainly, which makes you wonder how big Luma is. You know, Luma looks like the size of her torso nonetheless, too. That's a massive star.
Yeah, I'm out here, like, putting my hands up, trying to figure this joint out. Like, so right now, 122% on Larry. Obviously not a good percent to be at, but
oh, goodness. She always puts on a show when she ever absorbs anything. We've seen full Mega Man like charges get absorbed, and it looks like it's going to assault her, but it never does.
I was going to say, that would honestly scare me as a Rosalina player. Like
exactly, right? Like, oh, they're attacking me.
So right now, 72%. As I was saying before, so Larry is at 125, which normally would not be a good percent to be at. But when a character dies as early as Rosalina does, and there goes Luma, wow. Reads the roll.
Larry happens.
Clap it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Clap it up. Well done. That was good.
The shutdown right there, as we see, gets rid of Luma, closes out with up smash. And from what I've understood, too, Fox's up smash is not as potent as it used to be. It does rely a bit on rage, and it isn't outright the killer it used to be. So
yeah, absolutely.
What? Oh, okay. All right, so that was an update. This is a run back from this was a run back from earlier, and this just came about in losers. Right now, what's going on?
Ooh. So right now, wait. So Mr. Eric put Larry in losers? All right, hold on. I gotta talk about this. So Mr. Eric, are you familiar with Mr. Eric?
Oh yes, he's from my region.
Oh no, this is a different Mr.
Oh,
Eric.
this is a different.
There
Mr.
are several Mr.
Oh,
Erics.
okay. We have multiple Erics now.
This guy is the homie. This is Mr. Eric. I'm pretty sure he's from Kentucky.
Okay.
He's a R.O.B player back in Brawl. One of the funniest, coolest guys I've ever met. Absolutely incredible. Exactly.
Okay,
yeah,
there
he
we
spells his
go.
whole name out. Mr. Eric, he is actually an amazing guy, amazing player. Love him to death. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And he was a R.O.B player. There's the R.O.B squad
we
tag.
go, yes.
And apparently, for anybody that just tuned in, he's the guy that put Larry into losers. So this is going to be a losers finals match, I think. Yeah. So
yes.
who's in grands? Or unless this is no, because you don't play grands.
2 people qualify from each pool, so 1 person qualifies on the winner's side. That was earlier today. I don't know who it was from that pool. Sorry. And then
Okay.
1 person qualifies from the loser's side.
Got it. That's what I was going to say.
Originally, 3 people were supposed to qualify from each pool, but Apex changed the rules because of time constraints.
Yeah.
Yep,
Exactly.
absolutely. So right now we've got Battlefield for game 1, and I remember Mr. Eric always using that
most
purple
certainly.
lavender R.O.B. Beautiful.
Now, R.O.B. I am well aware of because Vinny has played a lot of him, and that down throw up air is bread and butter.
Yep.
It will land so often, and as we see from the percents already, it hits like a Mack truck.
And one of the things that that I'm interested to see is Mr. Eric was a R.O.B. that fully took use of kind of gimmicks and very strange play styles. I mean, oh my goodness. All right, anyway. Those jabs just kill me. So so those gimmicks and very strange movement options that R.O.B. could do back in Brawl with V reversing with the top and different gyro animations and things like that. Mr. Eric utilized those. I want to see how he uses them in a brand new game.
Yeah, most certainly. The gyro has been changed, I wouldn't say drastically, but a decent amount. It is not the same gyro anymore, and there's a lot of technology to be found with it. I love the item play. Any characters that rely on projectiles always tend to have the sickest projectile play.
Absolutely.
So, but Larry seeming to do a pretty good job of respecting him, and Mr. Eric, after a strong opener right there, managed to be put in bad positioning by Larry, and Larry closing out with an up air of his own.
And part of me is wondering if that was intentional. I mean, he just did a side B across the stage and followed it up with an up air, and it definitely looked like a real combo. So I wonder if he's been in the lab, and that's something that he, can show for it.
Quite possibly. Larry, as we know, is always a lab rat. He comes out with the wildest of things. So as we've seen, these jaw-dropping jabs, these up airs that make it look like we're playing Melee, this man is just so all over the board right now.
Oh,
all right.
much damage.
Mr. Eric finally getting a chance to breathe.
One of the things that I want to see happen is I know that R.O.B.'s up smash got a significant buff. It not only kills earlier, but it actually picks up when you're on the side of him.
Yes, most certainly. It actually has a little bit. Larry went deep there, though. That is the definition of ham.
Yeah.
He was all the way down there, no chance of recovering, just attacking at him.
Yeah, definitely went a little bit too far. And Mr. Eric is at 131. He's going to get hit by that back air and barely die off the side, so that's going to be it. That's a JV2 for Larry.
That is. Larry closed that out clean, and Larry establishing dominance right now. Said you might have beaten me earlier, but right now, it is not the case. We got a new set count, my friend.
This is definitely not an extended set. Shout out to the MLG. So right now, Mr. Eric going to think long and hard about his counter pick for game 2. I want to say something long and flat like Final Destination, but at the same time, Fox is very good on those stages as well.
Especially with the way that Larry's established that early game jab combo that really seems to, it comes in at it comes in at kind of odd moments, but he always establishes such a lead, and there's this intimidation factor of getting jabbed 19 times that everyone is respecting right afterwards.
Yeah.
Loving it. Larry, that tech.
All right, so I think we're out to game 2, so we're going to Smashville for this one. And these jabs,
yet again, it was like we were talking about the disrespectful options beforehand. Larry right back to the up airs, too. Like, I'm sorry, is this Melee? Look at this man.
God.
Where are you at, Mr. Eric? I'm sorry, but Larry has your number right now.
Yeah, this is yucky. This is
0 to 97, and we're Firefoxing.
Stuff like this makes you kind of wonder what happened in the first set, and that's no disrespect to Mr. Eric.
Oh, no, not
like
at
I said,
all.
very proficient player, very good R.O.B player, but Larry, a world-class player, actually winner of Apex, I think 2012 or 2011, one of those two.
2010, I believe, if it was correct.
2010?
Yes. Oh, wait, no. Didn't he defend against Brute?
He defended against Brood, yeah.
Which I believe was 2010, if I remember correctly, because 2012 was the Japanese invasion and 2011 didn't happen. So, quick history lesson.
Okay, that might be it.
Yes.
So I might be thinking of 2011, but it was actually 2010. Okay.
Yes, that
but
was
Larry,
my guess.
actually, a Falco player back then who won Brawl for America, defended against Brood. So this is a world-class player. Mr. Eric has to, you know, mind his P's and Q's against this guy.
Yes, most certainly. And as we see, I mean, this could just be warm hands, too. You go in the beginning of the day, you're in your pool. There's, you know, you can have some slip-ups. Pools are always scary even for top-level players because they don't want that silly upset to happen and mess up their seed. Sometimes they're just, unfortunately, not sandbagging but not playing to full potential, trying and save themselves for later on. But as of right now, Larry is shown full form is unlocked. This is Apex Champion mode, and we are not playing games. Making it look like Street Fighter, too. Just jab, jab, throw the F tilt. You know, just jab, 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 jab.
Wow.
Shout-outs to Dudley real quick. Like,
so many jabs.
Little Mac, making it look like Mac's F tilt.
That's what I'm saying. Just so many hits. And there he goes again. He goes for the side B. We see a lot of side Bs in neutral from Larry. And
now it's interesting because R.O.B is a heavier character, too, so it might be working out. Now, this is just insane. That has to be some real technology. This is no longer gimmicks if people are struggling to get this hard out. I know the SDI multiplier has been lowered slightly, but between R.O.B's massive character frame and the fact that Larry says, I do not mind exploiting it, this has been consistent in the matchup.
Yeah, that might be just a R.O.B only thing. Not R.O.B only, but big character only. Because R.O.B is such a huge character, and he is pretty heavy, so I wonder if he just falls right into that. And R.O.B actually had kind of that problem in Brawl, too, where if he got hit on the ground, he would kind of jump up in the air a little bit and be unable to react.
And
well, with the tombstone pile driver, he takes him all the way to the top platform.
We got a little celebration from R.O.B as we saw a couple of the up tilts. Loving it right now. I love the little intricate character versions of taunting.
Yeah.
Bowser Jr.'s got a funny one where if you just tap down in the cart, he bounces out of the cart. Oh, it's fantastic.
I saw Tweek doing that in the last set, actually.
Absolutely fantastic.
A little bit of back and forth right now. 116 on Larry.
Mr. Eric trying to establish his space.
Yeah. But Larry's just all up in his face. If he eats that back air, might be it. Going for the up air? Not quite.
And so scary trying to land against Larry. Figuring Larry has been sharking him over and over again. Just punishing with shield to up tilt, making sure to land his up airs. Mr. Eric trying to, that was a nifty way to get back on the stage. I like that.
That was cute.
Got Larry to overthink there. Made Larry have to possibly cover more area and just managed to put both of those rovers back on the ground. Whoa. Firefox yet again, I love it. Just forcing overcommits from Mr. Eric when Mr. Eric should be resetting. Larry definitely in his head right now.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to get him, Mr. Eric is trying to get more out of the situation than it calls for. He's trying to get a stronger punish, more percent, but it's not happening, and Larry is able to bait something out and then tack on a little bit more percent.
Now, Mr. Eric hasn't taken a killing blow yet, so at this point I can't be mad at that play and a win play style because those taps could convert into huge combos on Fox, but Larry, with this wild stuff here, unfortunately, though, that up air not fully connecting.
Honestly, I wonder if that was the best option. I was going to say some kind of smash, but he wouldn't have died, and he doesn't want to stale it, especially when he's at rage. I mean, an up smash might have done a lot of damage, but it wouldn't have killed like that back air just did, and that's going to be the end of the set. Larry Lurr taking it 2-0.
And now definitely nothing to be upset about. Mr. Eric already getting the set underneath his belt, so that is a real win, but in the run back, Larry establishing dominance and saying, well, I see you, sir, and you took the set this time. Not so much.
Said he knows what to do this time.
Yeah.
He adjusts. And again, that's what happens when you have a world-class player.
Yep, exactly. There's no question asked. And, we're back on the screen here. I'm overlooking at my phone. Always. Apex.
Oh, it's all good.
Oh, please, Spooky. No apologies needed. My favorite, Spooky over here, holding it down. Another one of my favorites. Establishing the team of Conetail right now.
Let's go. Can we get the hashtag Conetail?
Yeah, come on.
I've seen it a few times.
Get it trending. Yo, you guys have been great about loving it. Please. Let us live up some Apex hype right there.
Absolutely. So right now we got another match. Oh.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Spooky, I got you on that. Guys, while we're on the camera, sorry, we were told right now.
Go ahead and use the hashtag Conetail.
Yeah, yes, exactly. We're going to dig
through. We'll retweet that joint out.
Yeah, I've seen these people right now. They got us on the Conetail. I just got it. There it is.
Yes.
Colonel was one of the first ones holding it down.
My man.
Oh, God, and we already have the racist comments. No, dear. Oh, goodness.
It already starts.
Yes, exactly.
How disappointing.
Yes, a little disappointing, but You know what? To clarify for the record, there is nothing racist about my gamer tag. I'm sorry if there's anyone who takes it that way. It is a reference to a raccoon's tail. Sly Cooper. It is exactly what that was. Do a little homework, you'll actually figure out that the whole reference to that terrible word that is misconstrued from my name actually comes from the word barracoons, which were slave cages.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so, look at that. I got at BM Waffles. That
there
is
we
Colonel.
go.
That man, I love that man. He's always up in my Twitter. Yo, the homies Coney ZZ and CT Coontail are killing it on the mic right now. Hashtag Coontail. Thank you so much, my friend.
It's so real. But back to the truth right now is we have... I have to keep catching all these people. They're throwing tweets up.
Yes. There's a lot.
And it looks like my information was right. Larry did win 2010 Apex Brawl singles.
Well done, well done. I guess I forgot that 2011 actually didn't happen, so we actually skipped a year. Oh, there it is again. At Cleanest Slate, Chameleon. He says, have to agree, I'm having a great time thanks to the awesome commentators. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And these guys, everyone has been so awesome throughout the stream today. They've been absolutely loving it. They've been following up a storm. You guys, as always, 20K of you watching. Just that number, throwing it out there. Just flash it real quick.
Goodness gracious. 20,000 Smashers from all around the world watching the premier Smash event, Apex 2015. And there's a few empty chairs, unfortunately. Exactly. So we're waiting for the next game, guys. Stay patient. Hang out with us. While you guys are here, while we're talking, we got a little lull in the action. Go ahead and hit that follow button, please.
Yes, please.
We got so much Smash content for you. Team Spooky doing an excellent job on Apex 2015. He's going to have stuff all this weekend.
Yes, there we go.
Sure.
That's the next people we can get into. We're going to go right into these sponsors. Play Asia with them sexy white controllers, as we know. Play Asia, a huge contributor, always